got no game. Serving you right. Say your prayers loud. Take over, stop the things down. Make over, nothing's gonna stay the way. My life was over when you started with that shoot the white walk. I mean, I'm saying game's over. Take over, stop, take it down. Make over, nothing's gonna fit the way. My life was over when you started with that shoot the white walk. I mean, I'm saying game's over. Rolling deep into your underground creep. Though they sent a prior notice, call for you. We wanna make this party you don't wanna skip. Gonna be a show.
Alrighty, and I just had to put my headset on and we can get started. If I hit the button enough times, apparently. Yes, it is a very blocked scene. Okay. I'm writing the manga! They better be real. That's not what I meant. We all know it. Ooh, nice. Oh.
A year-end party, huh? I'm already excited. Oh,
Hey.
let's invite Yoshizawa right away.
Of course. Hey, Yoshizawa. Ring, ring, ring. Phone call.
Thank you for inviting me. Although, I admit I feel a bit like I'm intruding.
There's no need for modesty.
What is that scarf?
There are no strangers here.
Yeah, you really helped him out too. In that case, I'll accept your offer.
Yo, I really can't stop staring at that thing you're wearing.
So it's caught your eye as well.
Because of how
Happened to
hideous
catch
it is.
mine while I was strolling through the city. I bought it for myself as a reward for the end of the year. What do you think about the scarf?
It's unique.
You've recognized its unique beauty as well.
That's one way to put it.
I'd say it's a little too unique.
This fashion chat is fine and all, but if you don't dig into that soba soon, it's gonna get soggy on you.
Ah, yes. My apologies. Thank you for the food.
It's chow time.
And Sai's just crossed arms to the background. Just grrr.
Sakura-san, you made these noodles yourself, right? They're amazing. You could open a soba restaurant.
Oh, thanks. I made a little too much, so if anyone wants a refill.
Seconds, please. How fast do you eat? You eat a lot more than I'd assumed you do, Yoshizawa-san.
Well, she is an athlete.
I don't know if that fully explains what's happening here.
Sai, please.
Senpai, don't kid them so much. My appetite's totally normal.
Breaking news on our top story. After nearly 2 weeks of silence, the prosecutor's office is planning to move forward with the biggest case of the year. They have announced that they will move forward in the charging of Representative Shido for his confessed crimes.
It's finally happening.
Phew.
I was planning on telling all of you about this a little later. This case is all thanks to a certain man's testimony.
Akechi.
But I can at least share this one piece of good news with you.
And that would be?
The woman involved in his false charge case has finally come forward and provided her testimony. I can't say for certain yet, but his criminal record may very well be overturned.
All this seems to be going too well.
For real?
That's wonderful. Congratulations, Senpai.
Of course, this is highly confidential, got it?
Didn't hear nothing.
What great news. Looks like we really will be having a happy new year.
Yeah, I mean, I get why he did what he did.
Actual real-life good ending.
And after that, the 2-hour New Year's special of Tokyo Vice. A thrilling tale, jam-packed with some of the network's most famous faces. I'll never give up.
I've been seeing this guy on TV all the time lately.
Huh.
Oh yeah, he's a model turned actor. With a figure like that, I can see how he's gotten so popular.
So he's popular, eh? If I were more like that human, maybe Lady Ann would...
Yeah, don't
The
blame
year
you.
is winding down to its final moments. Let's take a look at how people are spending it all across the country.
Now that I'm thinking about it, a hell of a lot sure did happen this year.
Right? It's like, how many years of our lives did we actually live through this year?
32.
We'll experience
Actually,
anything
42.
similar to it for quite some time.
Well, this is just from my point of view, but I really hope that's the case.
And I guess starting next year, we'll just be good boys and girls at school.
If that's the case, then I assume you'll be able to handle your summer break homework on your own, right?
Makoto, please.
Please don't go there, senpai.
I
Ryuji.
don't think I see that happening.
Okay, that's
Fine, can't do it alone. I mean, what do I even do as an honor student?
So much has happened over the past 12 months. But in the end, we got to spend it together like this. I want to believe that this was a great year for us.
Yeah, I don't have any proof, but I feel like next year's gonna be even better for us.
Oh boy.
I feel the exact same way. How strange.
Well, that's only natural, considering how pleased we are with our end-of-year celebration.
Young people have been gathering in Shibuya all day for the big countdown at midnight. And this crowd is...
I really don't want to get going, but it seems like it's time.
No!
See you next year, right?
Next year? Sojiro, Osechi time! Get those New Year's dishes ready, chop chop! And don't forget the black beans!
Oh, brother.
Yeah, I hear ya. If I start prepping the beans now, they'll be ready by the morning. Don't worry about the food. You just go have a good night's sleep.
I wouldn't go that far, but yeah, everything's going a little too perfectly. Mochi hating contest.
Hey, don't tell this to the others, okay? But even after I disappeared, I was still vaguely
Oh, boy.
conscious. And being separated from all of you was really scary. I thought, if it's even a little bit possible, I wanted to come home to you guys.
Welcome home, buddy.
That's why I'm so glad I was able to come back here. Yeah. Thanks. Well, it's pretty late. Let's get to sleep. I know I've said this before, but I hope we keep sticking together like this.
Oh, boy. I mean, I don't get crits in this game, so the bad luck has happened. What the? What am I doing in... Oh, boy.
Class will be dismissed momentarily.
Class will be dismissed momentarily.
Oh, boy. Principal... That actually would be cool.
Get awesome results at track meets alongside everyone else on the team, and eventually I'd get a hold of some scholarships for college to make things easier for my mom.
What the? Oh. Let's follow the butterfly. That's not symbolic of the Persona series or anything.
If that never happened, I would have gotten to enjoy my time in high school with Shiho.
I swear, if Lemme comes back again, I'm gonna lose it. His story kind of ends with Persona 2.
sister's been supporting the family. It's unrealistic to demand any more of her.
Oh no. I don't like where this is going.
I'm helping Okumura Foods grow, with my father watching over me.
I don't like where this is going. And my suspicions, I think, have just gotten a little more strongly tied down, and I really don't like it. Going home. What? Where I belong? Oh boy. When I joined the Phantom Thieves, ranks went way down.
Good morning.
How'd you know? Do I want to keep that promise? Already looking forward to it.
So happy.
She's so adorable. But I have bad suspicions. Oh boy. Yeah, I have a suspicion I know what's going... Yeah.
Sorry to make work your first activity.
Oh no.
Oh, that reminds me. Happy New Year. And I hope you'll continue getting along with Futaba and myself.
We're especially grateful you're open today. You know how everything on TV for New Year's is the same old, same old.
Say, boss, don't you have any plans for this morning?
I could cook some up, so long as you serve yourself everything and pay your bill on the way out.
Ah, right. Can't exactly make plans when you've already got customers.
How about you, young man? Are you going to the shrine for the new year?
That's a wise choice.
Happy New Year.
Oh!
That's what you say today, right? Nice meeting you too. Wait, what are you talking about? Are you still half asleep or something?
Huh? What?
What bam?
Oh, looking sharp.
Oh, you look absolutely lovely, Futaba-chan.
Oh no.
I picked it out with my mom.
What'd you just say?
Sorry, I don't want to be late to the shrine. More showing off comes later.
Oh no. Oh no. I know exactly where this is going. Oh no.
First shrine visit, eh? What do you think we should do?
Well, perhaps we don't need to go this year.
Oh no. Oh no. I know exactly what's going on now. Oh no. Oh
What's
no.
up? Did you have plans for today or something? Oh, come on, you should have just said as much then. I'll be fine here, so off you go. Have fun. Oh, but it's pretty cold out there, so don't forget to dress warm so you don't catch a bug.
Oh no. Oh, okay, I like that. Oh no, I know what's going on and I don't like this. I mean, I do, but I don't, if that makes sense. I think I figured out what's going on, and uh-oh. Yeah, this...
Senpai! Do I look weird?
sorry for the short notice. I couldn't send you a New Year's card, so here we are. Well, shall we?
I think I know what's happened, and oh boy.
I wonder why. There aren't many people here at all. It's really unexpected. I'd almost prefer the usual crowd.
Yeah, and the end of the year was just a few hours ago.
Believe it or don't, only 364 days until the next one.
That is true, but...
I know I'm gonna use the wrong year for a while.
Well, I have an idea. New Year's party tonight to help switch gears? Huh? Didn't expect you two here.
Hey, On. I think I know what's going on, and it's definitely a throwback to Persona 4.
How many coincidences can there be in one day?
The game isn't over
And
yet.
Good morn unto you all. I haven't seen you in absolute ages.
We were hanging out just yesterday.
Oh, I guess we all had plans to drop by here first thing today, huh?
That would explain what led us to the shrine, but to this spot at the exact same time? Talk about incredible happenstance.
Indeed.
Happenstance.
But due to this fortuitous turn of fate, I am able to witness this mesmerizing sight. Truly the embodiment of Japanese beauty.
What are you doing, Kitagawa-senpai?
Just ignore him. It's like a fit he gets into sometimes.
So, what do you want to do after this? If we've got the time for it, why don't we grab something to eat together?
I'm sorry, I'll be heading out with my family once we're finished here.
I have somewhere to be as well.
Family. Not sister.
I'll
Family.
be dining with my father somewhere.
Father.
I'm gonna hit up some New Year's sales with
Mother.
my mom.
Oh no, I know exactly what's going on. Oh no.
The track team and see what they're
Oh no.
Ooh, I'll get in touch with Shiho and find out if she has any plans yet. Well, I guess we'll all just go do our own thing then.
See you later.
Looks like it's just us now.
Oh no.
Oh, I was wondering earlier, what did you wish for at the shrine, Senpai?
To be a ladies' man. I kinda want to see her response to that. What kind of guy would actually tell a woman that? Oh no, I think I know what's going on and I don't like it. But this one I'm so tempted to pick just because of how hilarious it is. But to stay healthy.
Now there's a classic wish, but I think it's a wonderful choice. Me? Well... Oh, I'm sorry. It's from my dad. He's telling me that some relatives have come over to the house, so I have to go home and spend some time with them.
Yeah,
He
Inigo
decided
kind of
to
goes in
come
there.
all the way out to the station to get me. My family's kind of serious about their get-togethers.
We'll hang out soon.
I'm really sorry. I was the one who invited you here and everything. At least allow me to accompany you to the station.
Oh no, I know what's going on and I don't like it.
You should hold on to your sleeve. That is your dress kimono, after all. Now, who do we have here? I believe this is our first time meeting.
This is my senpai. The one I told you about before. My senpai who's done so much for me.
Oh, so you're her senpai. My daughter talks about you all the time.
Nope. Totally gonna keep the head cannon. I know, I wish I could, but...
Is that not so?
Aw.
I was told you picked these out for me, too. I know it's pretty late for it, but thank you all the same.
Yeah, the head cannon's revoked. I'm sad. Aw.
Dad wears them all the time, even at work.
I'm quite the fan of them. Well, shall we get going?
What?
Something wrong?
No, nothing. Well then, Senpai, please excuse us.
Oh no. I think I know what's going on and I don't like it. I mean, I do because it actually is a kind of cool twist in a way, but at the same time, oh no. Oh, that's a very pretty picture. Honest Phantom Thief. Oh, I could see that being on some of the polls on like ringing in Joker's favor. Mount Fuji, a hawk, and an eggplant. Practice. Yeah, obviously something's wrong. Clearly something is wrong. What?
What's up?
What's going on here?
Huh? I was just sleeping.
Morgana?
Hey, you've been acting kinda weird since yesterday. What's going on?
Are you two still sleeping? Your lunch is gonna pull a vanishing act if you don't come down soon.
Are they brothers in this situation?
Oh, you can go on ahead. I'll be
Oh
down in a
no.
sec.
Oh, Wakaba.
These beans are the best!
They're all perfectly shaped and so shiny.
Talk about
Looks
a
like your
oh boy.
recipes have reached housewife level quality. You trying to get hitched sometime soon?
Thanks, but no. Hey, come join us.
Try the sweet black beans. They'll change your life.
Good morning.
Have we met?
Oh, is this your first gag of the new year?
Drunk on the spirit of the new year already, huh?
I'll warn you not to try any pranks with Wakaba. It'll only blow up in your face. She'll tease you forever until she finally bores herself.
Oh no.
You know me too well.
I think I even know which incident that is.
Wakaba. Your work and your kid were so fulfilling for you. Why'd you have to die so suddenly?
Oh no. Yep, my thought process is right on the mark.
What's up? Not feeling so good?
He's been like this since yesterday.
Morning, Mona.
Mona?
Morning. Do you think there's enough Osechi for me to join you?
Don't tell me.
Don't tell you what? Morgana's arrived for breakfast? Seriously, are you alright?
Okay, that's enough joking around for now. Go ahead and grab a seat. I bet you're just hungry.
Thank you for the food. I can't remember the last time I actually got to relax and enjoy myself on a New Year's like this.
I'm stuffed too. If only I had something to cap off this meal. Like a cup of coffee?
Boy, that was a subtle request.
Very subtle.
Oh, does anybody want dessert with their coffee? I'll go pick it up. My treat. Mont Blanc, right, Mom?
Oh, how kind. Thank you.
All right, I shall return.
Oh boy.
Be careful.
Oh no. What happened exactly?
What's the matter?
Sorry, we haven't opened for the day yet.
My apologies. I merely wish to speak with him for a moment.
Why don't you go and get some fresh air with him? I'll stand guard over your dessert for you.
In other words, you're gonna eat it.
Say that now, but when he gets back and his dessert's gone, I'm pretty sure he'll suspect it was an inside job.
I can definitely see that happening with Mona on guard duty.
Hey, come on, guys.
Very.
Sorry.
I guess I'll start the coffee.
You know, don't you? We have to discuss this.
You remember?
That's right. Just like you seem to be. Come on.
How is Akechi the only one remembering?
Well then, let's try to sort through this situation.
He sounds strange.
That seems as good a place to begin as any. At the end of last year, I turned myself into the police as the perpetrator of the serial psychotic breakdown incidents. Your memory of this is still intact, correct? Ah, yes. So, my final enemy is a puppet version of myself. We have greater concerns right now. In fact, I'm a bit offended you think so little of me that you expected me to be dead.
I just wanted to
The
know.
most confusing part of my story comes post-detainment. Obviously, I was thoroughly interrogated about my involvement in Shido's case, but for some reason, after questioning, I was suddenly released. No explanation whatsoever.
They let you walk?
Yes, I was acquitted of all charges. It's absolutely preposterous.
What?
More than that, it should be impossible for them to release a confessing suspect after only a brief interrogation. But what's even more unbelievable to me is...
Wakaba.
That's right. Wakaba Ishiki. I can't believe she's been brought back to life. For the time being, you seem to be the only one who's still in their right frame of mind. I should get to the point. Let's make a deal. What say we join forces on this?
What would we do?
I want to investigate what exactly is happening here.
She hit herself to revive herself.
To find out the same thing, you know?
That's terrible.
You and I share the same goal. To solve this problem, don't you agree that it'd be safer for us to partner up? Have you made up your mind?
What do you need me to do?
Well, first I need information. Can you tell me what happened after parting ways with me in Shido's palace? I see. Though some abnormalities appeared immediately, the most glaring ones arrived after the new year. And all of the Phantom Thieves, with you as the sole exception, are living in this altered reality without even realizing it. Go ahead.
Senpai, it's Yoshizawa. I'm in Odaiba right now, and,
What's happened?
I don't really understand what I'm seeing, but I'm just going to describe it to you. It's that building. It's really faint, but I can see that palace thing that Morgana-senpai mentioned a while ago. Senpai, I know this is sudden, but could you come to Odaiba right away?
I'll be on my way. Yeah!
I understand. I'll see you soon.
Oh boy.
That was Yoshizawa-san's voice, wasn't it? I believe I heard her say the word palace.
I guess she spotted one.
Despite not being in the metaverse. You're planning to meet up with Yoshizawa-san, right? I'll join you. We're all but guaranteed to find a clue there. Now that we've made ourselves a new deal, you wouldn't turn me down, would you?
In this case, no. Wait a second. If that holds true, and he stays released, and he's acquitted like that, he might actually have a good ending.
Senpai!
Despite everything.
Akechi-san,
We just happened to be together when he got your call. First a dead woman returns, and now a palace appears. How intriguing.
Akechi-san, you know about palaces?
Would it help you grasp the situation if I told you that I have the same powers he has?
Really? Does that mean you're also...
Allow me to stop you there. I'm not a part of the Phantom Thieves. However, since you've already grasped the concept, it's clear to me that you're a fellow Persona user.
He knows.
Yes, I can use a persona as well. I'm not a part of the Phantom Thieves either, though.
He really is the
I
exact
slipped into this
opposite.
palace with him and Morgana-senpai a while ago. But what could be the meaning behind its appearance here? I just happened to be passing by on my way home when I came across it.
Since nobody else is making a scene about it, I assume others aren't able to see it. Or they see it, but it doesn't evoke any real reaction in them.
Yes, that's exactly it. I asked some people in the area, and none of them seemed to care at all about its appearance.
That's a good question.
Rather than simply hypothesize out here, we may be better off taking immediate action.
Okay.
You mean, we should go into the palace?
Not only has a palace manifested in reality, but this is the only one visible to us. I realize I have no proof, but it's highly likely that this is related to our current incomprehensible
I'm still annoyed by that.
Wouldn't it be more efficient to just go inside and see what we can learn?
Oh man, that is
If
frustrating.
we have the means to do so. Oh, it's...
Oh, that's different.
I thought it was gone for good, but it looks like we've regained access to the nav.
I have it as well.
Is there a search history?
Search history. Ah, there's one search in the log, but...
Ugh. The name portion of the entry has been censored somehow. Could this be the doing of the palace's ruler?
What a palace.
Does that mean we can't enter the palace?
Well, we do have the search history, so it should be possible to infiltrate it anyway.
If you're going in, would you be willing to bring me with you? I can't put my finger on it, but something's been bothering me about this place ever since we first entered it. I promise I won't slow you down.
What's your call?
Infiltration time.
That settles it.
All right. Let's do it.
Talk about a very different, psychedelic even, entry.
Now that I'm getting a second look here, I've noticed just how mysterious this place is. What could this building even be?
It depends on what the palace's ruler thinks of the place. We'll likely find that out if we keep pushing forward.
Is that so? By the way,
What's the matter?
well, I'm not sure how to put it.
Wearing that one, eh?
That one?
Oh, you mean this old thing? Yoshizawa-san aside, there's no reason for me to uphold the pretense of a righteous, sincere detective prince. Enough chatting. Let's move out.
I can see it.
Is that? Oh. Okay. Let's move.
I can feel it.
Ah, a treasure chest. Care to open it?
This has me intrigued at the moment. More than anything, I'm just intrigued what they're gonna do with this situation. Because you can do a lot with this particular setup.
Now, let us depart.
This is so much fun!
You could do so much with this situation, and I'm really curious to see where they go with it. Right now, I'm more excited than anything else. But who knows if it turns out to be exactly what I'm hoping, or if it turns out to be kind of a letdown. I'm hoping, of course, it'll be positive. Patience. Oh, no. Yeah, I was right. Everyone can become happy. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Yeah. Palace Ruler Maruki, it's gotta be.
Those geysers. You aren't among those who desire salvation. Leave. You are unwanted intruders. Do not disturb our Lord's research. This world's salvation.
The language of a shadow is a hint into its ruler's ideology. This one sounds rather cultish, for example. Sorry, but we're going to pass through there now. We don't have the time to waste on peons like yourself.
Why do you willingly strive for self-suffering? Why are you reaching out to your own pain?
Yoshizawa-san, you can do this, right?
Yes. Ready whenever.
It'll
Poor
be too much
Kasumi.
trouble to go about this haphazardly. I'll provide the support. Look at this scum pile up. Fine by me. Time for a bloodbath.
Yeah, he's still clearly not all stable.
It's been quite a while. Nothing gets me quite as excited as this.
Takechi-san.
Now, time to obliterate them.
All right.
I'll break them. To me, Loki!
Persona! Show them, Sondrion!
All on the ground. Crush them! Let's show them our real power!
Too late to be sorry.
Yeah, he's not exactly the most stable.
I think we handled that rather well, didn't we? Especially considering the last-minute arrangement of our team and all.
She's creeped out, and I don't blame her.
Yoshizawa-san?
Yes. So that shadow, it said something about research, and also something about pain.
It mentioned salvation as well. All this seems to indicate that the palace's ruler is not in his or her right mind. Oh? I seem to have found a map to this place. Let's make good use of it.
So I've only shared pleasantries with Akechi-san. Would you say this is how he normally is? Like a ruthless sort of person.
This is all new. Just everyday Akechi.
I see.
What say we save the idle chatter for later and keep moving? Unless teaming up with a ruthless sort of person is too much for you to handle.
Looks like we're busted.
Yep, that we are. Oh, right.
It's somewhere.
So exciting. Oh no. Yep. My suspicions are pretty much confirmed, I think, that it's Maru, you know. Which is sad.
2 weak ones.
Killer teddy bear?
These pipsqueaks can't tolerate blast attacks. You know what to do.
Show them, Sondrian!
Good. One got knocked out.
It's all you.
All right, next. Manifest. I can still feel the rush. All right. Focus.
You're all so strong.
You are too, Kasumi.
It's a safe room. Do you have a moment?
I understand now.
Now, let us depart.
Makes you climb all the stairs.
No.
Yeah, no, this has gotta be
Focus.
Marucci. It's too obvious. There's no one else it could be.
Just one this enemy is a sad little weakling. Let's put it out of his misery.
Fine.
Feel my power. Still alive.
So cold.
Yoshizawa sounds frozen. Somebody help her. You're mine.
Oh, don't fire.
I'll break them.
That should do.
Yeah, it's too obvious it's him.
Yoshizawa-san fell down. Come on, we gotta be more careful with this. It's time. Ravage them. That's it, Joker. It's time to kill. Hey, it looks cheerful. Try to be funny.
Try to be funny.
Oh, I guess you want to die.
You can reflect that back at yourself, that's fine.
There. You wiped him out.
What do you expect? I got the God of Death on my side.
We managed that one nicely.
Yeah, it's a little obvious at this point who it was, so, you know. Like, there are no other characters it could be, unless they decided to, like, oh, by the way, we're gonna add a new character that's completely out of left field. What if it's yourself? I don't think that's the case.
It's somewhere.
Examined, huh? And plus he was talking about all of the, you know, cognitive science and stuff. Alternate timeline me. I don't think so.
What?
That voice. Look. No way.
Everyone will be arriving soon. Mom, Grandma. Yes, she'll be here too. I'm sure she'll be here once she's able to calm down. Oh, why? Why?
Dad?
Oh.
Why?
was your father in the video just now, wasn't it, Yoshizawa-san? And the one he was speaking to.
Sumire, my younger sister. Sumire Yoshizawa. I mentioned to you that I've lost a family member, right? But how was this video? I'm sorry. I don't know what's been wrong with me lately. I've been getting this feeling like I need to remember something, but at the same time, I oughtn't remember it.
Can you still walk, Yoshizawa-san? Whatever it is that's happening, we have to keep going if we hope to learn more about it.
Yes. I'm all right. Let's go.
Poor Kasumi.
Hey. When was it that you said you became acquainted with Yoshizawa-san? I see. Anyway, let's move out. I suspect we still have a long way to go.
It's somewhere. Focus.
It does make sense that there might be palaces even after Mementos crashes, though, because, you know,
This
cognitive
place is
world of
enormous.
that person still remaining.
What could this room be?
You seem to be in pain again. Are you all right?
I'm fine. It's just that I can't stop thinking about that video we saw earlier.
You mean the one about Sumire-san?
Yes. Let's keep pushing. I need to find out why that was shown to me.
I can feel it.
Ooh, multiple goodies. Man, this game just still oozes personality and character, and I love the art style.
You were misguided. Do not search for pain. Only tragedy awaits you beyond here.
A newcomer.
All these warnings of pain and tragedy. Who is your ruler? Why do you all think you know so much about me? If you won't give me an answer, then I'll just force my way through.
But yeah, I love how Kasumi moves in combat.
Stop rushing into things. Just calm down.
I'm sorry.
This is it. Time your attacks with mine.
Right.
Persona!
You're mine.
Let's dance! This is my soul! Oh no!
I'll break them.
Oh boy. He's immune to that. I blocked that.
Persona! Go down!
Wake up!
Thank you so much!
This is my power.
Let's go. There!
I think Joker did alright there.
Alright.
At the rate I'm going, I think it gets to level 99 before this game ends.
Such a fool, rejecting our Lord's mercy. In that case, witness it for yourself.
Now what?
Oh wow, the crowd is going wild. Their cheers are shaking the stadium to welcome a new heroine to the world of competitive gymnastics.
Full term.
Huh?
I think.
Thank you so much. I'm simply thrilled with the results I had today.
Oh.
Your performance exceeded anything seen before in the junior class. It was absolutely stunning. But you'll be entering high school soon. Will that impact your career in gymnastics? Oh, I have no intentions of stopping. It's my dream to compete and win at the international level. How wonderful. One last question. Is there anyone you'd like to give a shout out while you have the chance? My younger sister. She should be here in the stadium.
Oh.
What?
Oh, there she is. Sumire. Sumire, I did it! Both of us have the same dream, to be international champions.
Oh.
Stop.
Let's make it come true, Sumire. Together.
Stop it!
Yoshizawa-san, you're...
I really hope this helped you understand.
I was right.
a man's voice.
If you keep pushing on like this, you're going to find nothing but heartache.
Yeah, I think I figured it out.
Won't you stop fighting this and just return to the current reality?
Nothing but heartache, huh? I don't understand what you're saying, but I have no intention of leaving now.
We are in agreement there. We also refuse to do as you say. Now why don't you drop the big voice behind the curtain act and face us directly?
As you wish.
Marucci.
Head on down. I'll meet you there.
He agreed to that much more readily than I expected. Perhaps the palace's ruler really will make his appearance.
Thanks for your concern. But I'm fine, really. Let's go.
Everyone has heartache.
Kasumi Yoshizawa, eh?
Show me your true form! You've got them surrounded.
Shove it, Sondrian!
Good! One got knocked out.
Teamwork!
Okay. Persona! Sandalphon! You're mine.
Everyone did great!
Pretty sad performance on their part.
Okay. It's somewhere.
They were too weak to be a threat.
And just in case...
Is he this palace's...
It's been quite a while, hasn't it?
Dr. Maruki?
Glad to see you're all doing well.
You're not the Shadow
I
either.
figured that you would end up infiltrating this place. Truth be told, this isn't how I was hoping we would meet again.
Dr. Maruki, you're the ruler of this palace?
Palace?
A place where distorted desires manifest. We're asking if you're the source of the desires here.
Ah,
I see. Well, to use your own words, yes, I am this palace's ruler, but in my case, it seems a tad different from the ones you've seen.
Would we also be correct in believing that you're involved in the abnormalities outside the palace as well?
Yes, you would. Do you like the reality I created for you?
You created it?
How did he do that, though?
That's right. I have gained the power to alter reality, to make it whatever the people wish for.
That can't be.
Well, I definitely understand how this could be hard to grasp. At any rate, our cruel and unforgiving reality is going to change. And that includes Yoshizawa-san's awful past, too.
My past? Dr. Maruki? What do you mean? What's happened to me?
Alright. I had honestly hoped that all those warnings you were given would change your minds. But if it's your true desire, then I want you to recall who you really are. And I want you two to learn as well. Once you have, you'll need to choose between the two realities. The merciless one, or the one I've formed.
Today was brutal, huh? Oh. Feeling okay? It's not that. Why am I doing so bad? I keep messing up my routine.
Your growth spurts just changed your eye level. You'll get used to it. Look, you're as tall as I am now.
We practice the same amount. But you are the one who always gets first place. I can't catch up to you, Kasumi.
You know why? Because it's my right as the elder sister.
We're in the same grade, though.
Oh, don't be so down. We'll reach the top of the world together. That's our dream, right?
You don't get it. Huh? You'll never understand how I feel.
What?
Kasumi, if I were like you, things would be so much better.
She dyed her hair?
Hey, wait up!
Kasumi's the one that people want.
Look where you're going! The light's red! Hey!
The talented one who can reach the top of the world.
Sumire, stop! Listen to me! Sumire!
Oh no.
What?
Oh! Oh. Oh no. That's not even... Oh no. Ow! Wait, oh no. Oh no, 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 no. They didn't do that.
Seems you remembered.
That's right. I'm...
Kasumi.
Kasumi? No, that's not right. I'm not Kasumi.
The girl named Kasumi Yoshizawa is currently deceased.
They replaced her?
It was last spring, before I started at Shujin. We were walking home from practice. It happened right there, on that street in the video. I wasn't looking where I was going. And Kasumi, she protected me from the car. I was saved by Kasumi. I robbed her of her dreams, and even her life. I'm her younger sister, Sumire Yoshizawa.
I'll take over from here. After all, I do play a part in this story. Her real name is Sumire Yoshizawa. She's Kasumi-san's younger sister, but for months now, she's only seen herself as being Kasumi Yoshizawa, her deceased elder sister. Of course, it was only her cognition of herself that changed, so to the people around her, she was still Sumire-san. For some reason, though, there were a few rare exceptions to this. Did something happen to make you believe she was Kasumi-san?
It appears you were clueless, but she was Sumire Yoshizawa from the start. However, when we watched that other video, she gave her name as Kasumi Yoshizawa. Considering such an odd claim, I'd actually suspected for a moment that she was the palace ruler.
After Kasumi died, but before I started at Shujin.
Oh no!
From Dr. Maruki. That was when I told him, if Kasumi is gone and can't make her dream come true, then I want to become Kasumi, so I can turn her dream into reality for her.
Oh no.
So that's why you meddled with her cognition? For her own wishes?
That's right. Limited as it was, I already had the power at the time to actualize her wish. Put yourselves in her shoes for a moment. Sumire-san's older sister died from protecting her. Imagine surviving such a dismal tragedy. Who would be able to cope with that survivor's guilt, let alone heal from the emotional scarring that she's suffered? If Sumire-san can live a healthy, positive life by becoming Kasumi-san, then I believe that reality is what would make her happy.
I've had enough of your high and mighty rationalization. All you really did was use her to try and make everyone acknowledge the validity of your research.
So that's how you see things, huh? That's quite unfortunate. Of course I wanted society to acknowledge cognitive science through my research. But that's because my goal is to save everyone in the world like Yoshizawa-san by ending all suffering. My work will convert the wishes of the people into reality, even as we speak. My research is coming to fruition. No one will ever have to suffer again under the yoke of an unfair world. This palace, you called it? It's a place where its ruler's desires take physical form, yes? I wish to utilize my research to save humanity. I suppose that would be the desire I hold dearest.
What total nonsense.
You could very well be right. Still, I'm entirely serious about changing our imperfect reality. Just as she was saved by becoming Kasumi, I'll save every other person in the world currently suffering. In fact, it's my responsibility to do so. You can see how this world's bestowed the duty upon me.
Is that truly salvation?
The cruelties of history will vanish, and everyone will live their lives just as they've always dreamed them to be. If you don't call that salvation, then what would it be?
And you assume we'll buy into your brainwashing and just live in the palm of your hand. Honestly, that sounds absolutely revolting.
Alright, so that's your answer, Akechi-kun. How about the others? Yoshizawa-san, allow me to ask you yet again, which reality is it that you wish to inhabit?
Huh?
If you so desire, you can return to your life as Sumire. But if you'd rather continue your life as Kasumi, I can grant that wish for you as well.
Dr. Maruki...
You need to believe in yourself.
It's impossible. I'm sorry, Senpai. I can't go back to being her. I can't be the one who led her sister to her death.
Please don't judge her. This is just evidence of how painful life is for her. You two sensed doubts forming in the reality I manifested. That's what brought you here.
That's rough.
But please, remember this as well. You two aren't excluded from the people that I wish to save. Come now. Won't you accept my reality for your own happiness?
I'll find my own happiness.
No deal so far, huh?
Oh, nice.
What do you think you're doing with her?
I won't harm her. It's in her best interest that you turn back. You've made clear that you reject the reality she desires. The reality where she lives as Kasumi Yoshizawa.
This is wrong.
It saddens me when you speak that way. Don't you understand? You deny her wishes when you say such things.
Her wishes, huh?
This isn't just for her. I'm doing all of this for yourselves as well.
It's sad, because I get where he's coming
I do
from.
want to come to terms with you. We should talk. Think about it. You both have dreams.
I do get
no?
where he's coming from, but that's not
I have the
really
power to
living.
make them come true. My reality can become just the way you like.
Total waste of my time.
A shame, but I understand.
Well then, we just have to resort to force now, don't we?
Violence is not my thing.
Indeed.
I agree, though. It seems we're out of options here.
Because Japan.
Time to fight. Are you ready? Keep up and don't embarrass me.
Rejecting our lord.
Disgusting. We're not here to listen to your bullshit. I'll break them. That should do.
Yeah, I suppose that's true, but I did not need to think about that.
Nice timing. You thought that would hit me. So this is fear. Stop shaking. Aren't you the leader? Use this. Come. Toast Picaro. You're mine. Persona. Feel my power. Here. Persona. Nara.
If you're gonna keep going for fear, I'll just switch over to Mara. Go for the immunity.
Persona.
Apparently.
Good. It's time. Ravage them.
Really? Didn't think I'd be using Mara as much as I am. But apparently I need to.
If you die now, not only are they strong, they're immune to psychokinesis. My power.
If you die, I'll kill you again!
Persona! You're a death storm. Some other way. Come. Sandalphon. All right.
I like how he was just talking like...
It's useless, idiot.
Like how he was talking like that.
Persona! There. Don't drag me down. I'll break them. Persona! Persona! Nara! Go down! Too slow. It's useless, idiot. So this is fear.
Yeah.
Fear my power.
It was an interesting idea, but it definitely had its issues.
Ravage them!
Yeah, they kind of did.
Persona! That should do. You insect! Persona! No time for thanks. I'll break them. Manifest!
Blam!
Come! Thanatos Picaro! You're mine. Out of my sight.
Wind, huh? Ow, that actually hurt quite a bit because of that. Concentrate. Almost.
Not yet. Persona! Someone heal me. There.
Help me out here! Okay.
Nice timing.
Fully healed.
Sorry. I'll break them. Persona! Thanatos Picaro!
No, such pathetic attempts won't be enough.
Oh, you monkey!
This just won't go down.
No mercy.
We're about to lose a lot of...
Accept his mercy.
Would you just quit running your mouth already? Just shut that thing up. Give me a hand. He'll die.
Oh, nice.
No more games.
Oh no, he went berserk on himself.
Weaklings like you.
Okay, that was nice.
Not bad for an improvised technique. Shall we continue this? I'm fairly certain any further negotiating is pointless.
That seems to be the case, unfortunately. But first, I have an idea. Rather than explain it with words, I'd like you to actually see this new reality with your own eyes. I know that your friends are already enjoying it.
Let us help her.
That I cannot do. As I said before, she wishes to live in the reality where she is Kasumi. There's no way I can hand her over to you with matters as they currently are. I already told you that I won't harm her, and I'll swear by it. Don't worry about her. Go. Look at the reality I've created for you all. Once you've seen the results, I know you'll realize which future is best.
You think we'll just obey your orders?
I apologize, but you really are going through with this, even if it's by force.
What?
We'll meet again 1 week from today, January 9th.
Rude.
I genuinely pray that you'll change your mind by then.
Rude.
He got away. We shouldn't chase him too far. Let's say we head back for now.
Yeah, think so.
I had spent all that time investigating the people around you so I could set you up. To think, Takuto Maruki of all people would be the mastermind behind this absurd situation. And he happens to be warping the very fabric of reality while ranting about making everyone's dreams come true. Talk about incomprehensible motives. I can't even wrap my head around such intentions. At any rate, we need to figure out our next steps.
We need to save Samir.
Don't you think it'd basically be suicide to try and save her in our current state? We need intel first. If we're going to stand up to him, we have to know more than nothing. I'll do some investigating on my own.
He's got a point.
I hate that we have to do what he says, but Maruki told us we have to wait until January 9th. Let's meet up here next week. Although I imagine both our lives will be very different if you choose to live in this reality as your friends have been.
Morgana got to be a human, which I can respect him wanting at. That's scary. Of course, he's still obsessed with On. Do you like this reality? I think I'm already getting through to Morgana. I know you can do this. We'll at least get Morgana to think about it. We might not get Yusuke because we haven't even touched his social link. And maybe not Haru because her social link isn't complete. That's tricky. It's like we're in a dream. Yeah, that's one way to put it. Why would a doctor's office be closed for the new year? I do like the code, though. I'm sorry about the heat and humidity, though.
Shibuya. This is Shibuya. Train doors are now closing. Please stand.
Everyone sounds so happy. It's so weird. In a good way, but at the same time, it's so tragic. Because it's not even real. It's an odd situation to be in, for sure. Yeah, this is definitely very Persona 4-esque.
For real? Huh?
Best friend forever.
Cheese.
Is it everything you ever wished for?
Hmm?
Yeah! I mean, on one hand, I'm kind of tempted to, just to see what happens.
But
Then switch to another game. I'll be waiting for you.
Huh? Sorry. Bye.
Only on right now, huh? There's a lot of people I haven't checked on yet.
Hey, you have a minute?
Oh, his voice sounds different.
Shibuya. This is Shibuya.
Okay, that's fair.
I have something.
There's one down there too, though. It's Makoto. Hi, Makoto. Your dad is... Maybe. We'll see.
You're correct.
Sigh.
Hey!
She's so cute. Oh.
That reminds me.
I came to see you.
Do you think?
No, but...
You're so close. She's remembering too. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Ah! Dagnabbit! Yeah, it's one at a time. Yeah. Yeah, he had an obsession with Loveless. Has to be someone, huh? Just someone, right.
Hey, you have a minute?
Shibuya. This is Shibuya.
Wait, I'm so pumped.
I want to hear what this guy has to say. He's not buying it. Hey! The homeless man's on target. Interesting. Hey there, Ryuji.
Whoa! No way, man. Hmm? Yeah. What?
Keep thinking, man.
Huh? Whoa! See ya!
We'll see how that goes.
Hey, you have a minute?
I feel like I have to look up. I used to have to look up at you. That's because you were a cat, buddy. Ugh.
Shibuya. This is Shibuya.
Haru and President Okumura. Yeah, FLV does take less time to load.
Yes. My.
She has very she has very pretty attire. Downside to FLV is it doesn't have as high definition. Its quality suffers. And some format, or yeah, and some other areas of issues too, but... Aw, Haru, you're adorable. I mean, YouTube handles FLV, so that's fine, but, you know. Aww. Very floofy.
Thank you.
I know you get through this.
Excuse me?
Yeah. Let me guess, Yusuke has Madarame as a good mentor. Someone, huh? There's still a couple someones left.
Hey, you have a minute?
Akihabara, huh?
Shibuya. This is Shibuya.
But yeah, she did have a very nice outfit. Although, I am not letting her choose my coffee ever again. Not gonna lie, I'm keeping the decision for coffee on my own hands. Ueno and Akihabara.
Oh, man.
Motivation for additional funding denied.
Really?
Ha.
It's his most cherished dish. Isn't this like a dream? I'll be waiting for you.
Huh?
Raging hormones? I don't think so.
Okay.
Time to head home.
I like his hat, how he wears it. It's just like, flop, right in front of his face. Just flop. So far, I'm not really seeing something offensive with this. It's a little redundant at the moment, but it's not bad. Like, it would have made more sense to have this before Yaldabaoth. It would have made more sense that way, I think. Because right now it feels more like an epilogue than part of the main game. That's my biggest complaint at the moment.
Hey, you have a minute?
Yeah, I figured. But yeah, right now it just feels more like an epilogue than anything else. Although I gotta admit, having to go to Shibuya every single time just to go to other areas is driving me nuts. Like, but that's just a gameplay thing. It's one that annoys me, but it's not a big deal overall. Viewing a painting. Let's go talk to him.
What a coincidence.
Or who?
Indeed.
I knew it! Called it! So simple. Is Madarame a good sensei?
Yes.
I have faith in you. Can I be making the same mistakes as I did before?
it's me. I've uncovered a few things in my investigation this week, so I thought I'd share my findings with you.
By all means.
First, regarding Maruki himself. He's been researching the treatment of patients through changes in their cognitions since his college years. You already knew about that, correct?
Mm-hmm. That's true.
Maruki's work apparently had enough investors that he was planning to break ground on a research facility somewhere. And as you know, those plans never came to fruition. His funding was cut off, and his research was ended for him.
What happened?
It's probable. However, we can't be certain of the reason why. At least with our current understanding. What was the purpose of his research into cognitive science? Doesn't it feel like there's more to the story? For example, maybe his research was stymied by someone else for their own reasons. Anyway, that's all I could dig up about Maruki's history. The only thing that's become clearer is his stance on using cognitive science. He's dead serious about saving people.
That's true.
Distorted reality itself to make his dream come true. I can only imagine how delighted he is right now. Ah, that reminds me. There was one more thing I wanted to tell you. About the reality Maruki's put us in. It seems that Kumura and Wakaba are both considered alive by all accounts.
What exactly do you mean?
They aren't mere illusions or cognitive beings.
What?
They truly are alive and existing in this world.
How?
In fact, their deaths seem to have never taken place at all in this reality. Shido was the only one arrested on the crime of attempting to overthrow the government. It seems the Phantom Thieves were causing a stir in this society as well. But there's no record of your arrest now. Basically, in this reality, you and I haven't committed any crimes. I don't understand how Maruki was able to distort reality to such extremes. But at the very least, he was being honest when he told us that he'd make such revisions, and rather convenient ones.
What do you make of it?
Remaining in this Maruki revised reality means living under his thumb forever. And I refuse to live like that. I'll be the one to choose my path. That's how I've lived up to now. And it's going to continue from here till the end. But what about you? You saw them for yourself, didn't you? Your friends seem to have taken a liking to Maruki's version of reality.
They
Don't
did.
tell me you've changed your mind after seeing them.
Don't worry about it.
I pray your answer doesn't change when we face Maruki tomorrow. That takes care of the info I wanted to share. See you soon.
Are you going somewhere tomorrow? With Akechi? You guys are really hitting it off lately. Of course, that's not a bad thing. Hey, so, about what you said before, you know, that stuff about my happiness? Sorry, it's nothing. Good night.
No, go on ahead. Really? Wow. That is not very easy to get around.
So, you came. Based on the look in your eyes, I'm guessing your friends aren't going to be of any use to us.
I'm sure they'll come around.
Oh, yes. Because I'm sure you're all just as close as you were before reality was changed. Well, there's no point in griping about it out here. Are you ready? As I mentioned yesterday, it's quite likely that we'll have to confront Maruki physically. If you're not prepared for such a contingency, then please go and take care of your affairs as quickly as possible.
I will be back as soon as I sell some stuff and buy some items.
Well, that's fine, I guess. Well, which do you want? Some people think you can recover from a cold faster if you don't take any medicine. But I recommend taking something to temporarily subdue any symptoms. You want that one? Thanks. That should work. Here you go. You want that one? Thanks. That should... Oh, okay. You want that one? You don't need... Oh, did you decide? Here you go. That should work. Thanks. You want that one? Here you go. That should work. Thanks. You want that one? Here you go.
Wow. That's
That
surreal.
should work. Thanks. You want that one? Here you go. I see. This will work well. Thanks. Take care.
I'm kind of tempted to test it to see.
Sheesh. Okay. You should be grateful. Alright. Sounds good.
A punish dagger? That's kind of tempting,
Back in
honestly.
my day, whipping around a butterfly knife with one hand was the thing to do. But it seems like that's no longer the case. How's that?
We could do that.
That's what you're choosing. You like it?
Yeah. We'll get the Dread Saber for him.
Okay. Alright, which one?
Oh!
Even though it gets dry in the winter, be careful. Guns are prone to misfire if it gets... How's that? An automatic holds more ammo than a revolver. But a lot of people like revolvers, so, not sure thing. That's what you're choosing? You like it?
Getting the accuracy is really useful.
Alright. Sounds good. You've really taken your time looking at those, huh? Someone after you or something?
He's not wrong.
That's what you're choosing? Don't break it, okay?
We'll keep that one.
That one? You better not use it to pull a prank. Okay. Come again.
How about this? Now, let us depart. Excuse me, is, Whoa! Hey guys.
Looks like we've all had the same idea.
Are you here to speak with him as well?
Kinda.
So, he's not here? He left around noon. Said he was meeting up with Akechi.
Sojiro said if we need to talk about stuff, we can use this place for a while.
Cool.
You know, he asked me the other day. Something along the lines of whether or not I'm okay with how things are. At first I didn't know what he was talking about, but as he kept going, his words started making my chest feel all tight.
I know what you mean. And ever since then, it's like something isn't right in my heart anymore.
I have no complaints about my current life. On the contrary, in fact. I am truly happy with it. So, in that case, what is this inkling of a feeling I have deep in my soul?
Damn it. I'm so bad at figuring out this sort of stuff. Hey, do you think maybe we're all running away from something super important? I've been kind of wondering for a while now. Maybe the reason his words hurt so much is because he's right. But
Just
I was too
maybe.
scared to admit that for some reason. That's why I pretended I didn't understand what he meant.
When I was speaking with him, I felt like I caught a glimpse of this mysterious sight. Something that shouldn't have happened, but still, I felt like I shouldn't turn away from it.
Same here.
And myself as well. It seems that we really have lost sight of something precious to us after all.
That might be, but I'm so scared to remember what it is.
I don't blame her.
Remember that. I feel like my life as I know it is gonna end. Oh, Futaba. But even still, I don't want to feel this way anymore either. Me too.
Guess that's it, huh? He was trying to tell us all something important, and I bet he's probably still working on it somewhere. Ain't no way I'm gonna bail on him just so I can keep running from whatever it is.
When I had that strange experience you all mentioned, I saw him and the rest of us there together. I want to believe the connection we share here is a genuine one.
Well, I know if we don't do something soon, we're gonna lose our connection with him. Don't ask how I know. It just feels like the truth to me.
I admit I am happy right now, but I just can't accept the situation as it is. I'm done with trying to escape my problems.
Huh?
Reality shattered for them.
Well... if I must...
All right.
Showtime! Oh, snap! Okay, I found something that could annoy me a little bit. Why is it that, I mean, outside of the fact that I'm no longer a criminal, why is Joker still in Tokyo? Either that says a lot of really bad things about his hometown, or the fact that he was a second thought at best. Either way, that's kind of depressing. The door on the left-hand side of the entrance hall.
I'll reveal your true form.
We've got them surrounded.
Fire! Ooh!
To me, Loki!
Don't mess
Sure.
up.
Let's go. On pass gave the first passer some extra power. Joker. You wiped him out?
Okay.
It's so weird teaming up with
They were too weak to be a threat.
Angry Akechi. It is so weird. But kind of nifty at the same time. Oh, hello. Wasn't paying attention.
They encircled us. But they're a bunch of frail wisps.
Yeah, I think you're probably right.
They're nowhere near victory, but we'll get there. Keep fighting.
Oh, fair enough.
Let's finish this. Well, well, well. How should we kill off the last one?
I can see that.
That should do. You can't relax yet. The enemy still has the upper hand. Next target. Well, time to be on our way.
He does seem a little off. I will give you that one.
It's a safe room.
I understand.
Do you have a moment? Now, let us depart. Now, let us depart.
I can see it.
Hey. Sim.
Thank you for coming. She's only sleeping. I've never had any intention of hurting her. Once her inner turmoil begins to settle, I'll have her remember her life as she wishes to live it.
The life that she wishes for, huh? Call it what you like. You're merely brainwashing people for your own satisfaction.
He's got a
I'm
point.
aware that some will interpret my acts that way. But if that self-satisfaction leads to the happiness of thousands of others, don't you agree that outcome is for the best? If I understand correctly, you went and checked in on your friends this past week. This reality is the one that they all wished for. Did any of them seem troubled by that fact? This reality is the true reality. All you have to do is recognize it as such. Once you do, you'll be just as happy as they are. Didn't you see it yourselves? Your friends don't just want to live these lives. They want you to choose this reality for yourselves and live happily too. Please, I want you to understand. For their sake, as well as yours. Well, it's time.
Yeah.
For the sake of Yoshizawa-san, and the rest of your friends, I ask you to give me your answer.
I can't accept this reality.
Huh?
Negotiations seem to have broken down.
I see. It seems we still haven't reached an understanding.
No. You're not serious, right? Please. I'm
Poor
begging you,
Samir.
Senpai. Please let me live as Kasumi.
You can't hide from the truth.
But why? This pain is too much. Why can't I just leave it behind me?
Oh,
Kasumi
sweetheart.
is gone forever, and it's all Sumire's fault. I can't live that kind of life.
Oh no.
Please, don't try to stop me. If you do, then I'll...
Don't do this.
How stubborn. No matter what you say to her, I doubt she'll understand. I don't think we have a choice in the matter here. I could take care of it for you right now. But you'd prefer her to leave here alive, right? Just hurry up and end this.
Please, don't make me do this.
I'm sorry, Samir.
I can't stop this. I refuse to live as Kasumi's killer. Cendrillon!
Poor baby.
Come! No. Persona! Ravage them!
Please don't do this to me.
I'm sorry, Kasumi. Oh. Sumi. Yeah, Sumire. Sumire, I'm sorry. I don't want to do this. Is she seriously gonna keep using this?
Persona!
Despite the fact I'm, like, resistant to it? And I have counterattack?
You're mine.
Why are you doing this to me? Please, just leave me alone. Persona! I can't go back.
Let's go.
You're not wrong. That was a dumb move at my point.
Please don't do this to me. No.
It's time. Doors of Hades!
Cendrillon!
She's critical and charged. We're gonna guard just in case.
Cendrillon!
Persona! You're mine.
Please don't do this to me.
Sumire, I'm sorry.
Why?
I'm so sorry, sweetheart.
Looks like you lost.
Why? Senpai. No. I can't. I can't go back to being Sumire. You saw it all for yourself, Senpai. It's my own fault that my sisters... Why don't you understand? Please. I beg you.
Poor girl.
Yoshizawa-san. I can give you strength, so you don't have to suffer.
Doctor.
Tell me, if you want your pain to end, and desire to live as Kasumi,
I'll actualize it!
Uh-oh. What?
Did he? Sadly, she has lost sight of herself. She's in pain. Now, be her guide, and together, escape from the nightmare!
No, I can't. I don't want to go back to my life in cinders ever again.
What the hell?
He just ripped her persona out.
Kindness of his disgusts me. Let's do this quick.
I refuse to go back. I'm happy here. This is where I belong.
That's messed up, man.
I'll rescue you. The only way I know how.
It's gone totally berserk. We need to stop her persona.
I'll take that.
What?
It ate the smaller one? What a pain. We'll have to beat it before it heals itself again. Persona! Ravage them! I'll break them. Persona!
Let's go!
Come! Sanctify! Fear my power!
Ow.
I'll take that.
Really?
Persona!
That's gonna get old quick.
Gabriel! There!
Too slow.
Persona! Manifest!
I'm not sure if I'm supposed to win this one.
Damn it. There's no end to this.
I refuse to return. I will never go back to being such pathetic, soot-coated garbage!
You can't tell? It's her refusal to accept the truth.
We can't afford to waste time on this shit. Here it comes.
I don't think so.
Hey, buddy! Ryuji, my man.
Damn it, Skull. I told you not to rush in by yourself like that. At least it seemed to work out in our favor.
I knew you'd be here.
Our apologies for making you wait so long.
Is that
Akechi-kun and Dr. Maruki?
Yoshi's always trapped by... Why is her persona doing this? What in the world is going on here?
So much of this shit makes no sense, but we'll cover it later. We've got to stop her first, right, Joker?
All right, let's get in formation.
I'm guessing Ryuji's gonna be one of the party members. Hey, I was right.
Unbelievable. Why did they come here?
For my joy.
It's time. Picaro! There!
Yeah. He's not exactly subtle, I'll give you that one, but...
That should do. What's the persona? Ha!
Persona!
Oh, nuclear.
Queen floored 2 opponents. It's amazing.
Sure. Persona! Melchizedek! You're mine.
Out of my way.
Hey, I'm sort of holy now with Melchizedek.
Picaro! Ravage them! Fear my power! Persona! Persona! There! No time for thanks.
I'll take that.
Really? Oh, it's only 600. This isn't too bad. I can handle this.
Knocked it right off their feet. Nice, Joker.
Go ahead.
Not done yet. Got it. Enough. Pump.
Persona! Manifest!
It looks like it's working. Just hang in there a little longer.
Persona! Eat this!
Persona! Prepare yourself.
Atomic flare!
Let's go.
You're debilitated.
Persona! Ravage them!
Two enemies floored. Not bad, Joker.
Go!
Not done yet. Now the attack.
Whoa, Queen's burning!
It's showtime.
Time to get a little crazy.
Stay focused.
Sorry.
I love that.
You ready for this?
Time to die.
And that's that.
I hear them. Bells of midnight are tolling. Now, my dream won't be. The clock strikes midnight.
Poor girl.
An addition to your repertoire.
I use him for more support anyway.
Yoshizawa-san!
Yeah, Rivers in the Desert's pretty good.
You've all... I can't believe you've thrown away your happiness just to come here and... And how? It's impossible.
You're Dr. Maruki, right?
That's right. More importantly, why are...
Dude, what the hell's Doc doing inside a palace?
He's ruling this palace, is what he's doing.
What?
Not only that, he's the one who's generated this whole distorted reality. Isn't that right, Maruki-san?
All of this was done for your own joy.
Our joy?
That's right. I only wanted to grant your wishes. Each and every one.
Wait, you what? What do you mean? We never wished for anything like that.
Is that really true?
Huh?
No, never mind. So, you all intend to deny the reality I've created for you. If you want to fight me, then so be it. If you plan on changing my heart, that's fine too. But before that, I think there's still room for discussion here. Also, I believe taking care of Yoshizawa-san is more important than settling this issue right now.
Planning to run again?
We can get back to fighting if that's what you really want, but I think you're rather exhausted at the moment.
Yoshizawa-san!
There's still time. February 3rd. I'll hear your final decision on the 3rd. If your views can't align with mine by then, we'll have no other choice but a physical altercation. As much as I would loathe that, I still can't give up what I've started. What I swore I'd do, on the day I lost everything that mattered to me.
I've lost his reading.
I want to pursue him, but I doubt that's even possible right now.
Let's get out of here. Yoshizawa's gotta rest anyway.
I'm still just as shocked as I was when we first came here. The navigators returned to our devices. A palace is visible in our own reality.
Does this mean reality's broken right now or something? Something to do with Dr. Maruki anyway.
Hey, how much do you already know about this stuff?
So Dr. Maruki, he altered our reality to make our dreams come true?
This is all too much for me to handle at once.
Apologies for the interruption. Mind if I interject?
That's right! Akechi!
There's no reason to be defensive. Had I wished to kill you all, I would have simply done so already.
He's helping, for now.
So you're not here to fight us?
I've already put our feud behind me. Not only that. Since he and I both refuse to accept reality as Maruki sees fit to make it, we currently have the same goal.
So what you're saying is you're using him.
What about the rest of you? Considering how you were all living your ideal lives in that other reality, until you decided to come here, Maruki seems to be telling the truth about taking your happiness into consideration. While his heart is distorted, he is quite different from the adults whose hearts you've changed so far. Now that you know his intentions, I'm most interested in learning whether you still plan on fighting him or not.
What do you mean?
I'm up against someone with the power to distort reality as we know it. The more allies on my side, the better. If we all share the same goal, shouldn't we join forces and improve our odds?
He's got a point.
I'll be going now. Be sure to consider my point.
Of course, Akechi.
Hey! Hey!
Ryuichi, please.
Jeez.
Yoshizawa, are you alright?
Oh, yes.
This poor girl.
I'm sorry that I caused you all so much trouble.
No, you don't need to apologize.
We should probably go our separate ways for now and discuss it at a better time.
Yeah, tomorrow we can... Oh yeah, third semester's starting up tomorrow, right?
I guess we're going back to school, huh? We still don't have any idea what we want to do from here on out, though.
We've got time. Maruki said he'll wait until February 3rd before... Let's really think it over before making our decision.
Yo, welcome back. Didn't know you guys were out together.
She's my girlfriend.
Wait,
not really.
What's wrong, Futaba?
Hey, Sojiro? Is Mom?
Mom? You mean Wakaba? Well, what about her?
Nah, it's nothing. It's just I happen to remember something about her, that's all.
I see. Okay, then. You know, I caught myself thinking about her earlier, too. Odd coincidence, huh? Well, I'm gonna head home for the night. How about you, Futaba?
I'm gonna stick around a bit longer.
See? Don't stay out too late, all right? The place is all yours. You've got school tomorrow, too, so get to bed at a reasonable time.
Ugh. Bed at a reasonable time.
Mom really is gone again. Sojiro sees it that way too now.
Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you what happened before we came to rescue you. We all ended up here at the same time after you left for Odaiba.
What was that?
Wait, you're...
What the?
Oh yeah, that's right. Why were you human, Mona?
Yeah, you're supposed to be a cat.
I am not a... Oh, wait. Yeah, I guess I am a cat.
How did we never realize?
I guess I am a cat. Just the way Morgana said that.
That's right. You said he was headed to Odaiba, correct? And with Akechi-kun?
I'm trying to mute the mic.
Once we got to Odaiba, we spotted the palace. You know how the rest goes. You were fighting this whole time, weren't you? While I was just bumming around town without...
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
Oh, that was unexpected and amazing. Oh, I'm crying over that. It was so out of left field. I am not a... Oh, I guess I am a cat.
Totally snapped out of it thanks to you. Oh, good. Yep, no worries. I'm fine. Boy. School's tomorrow, right? You better not stay up late. You might end up oversleeping.
Oh, Futaba, sweetheart.
We've all been through too much today. Let's try to get some sleep.
Yeah, Futaba, sweetheart. You were quite the looker.
What?
How can I be anything else?
Yep.
Ugh. Wow, that was quite a riot. I'm gonna call the stream here because it's like 9 p.m. now, and we've been streaming about 3 hours. Don't know if I'll stream tomorrow at all. It kind of depends on how things go, but Sunday I likely will, just because I did miss so many days this week. But, you know, anyway, I'll see you next time. And I'm gonna try to get over the cat comment because that was so hilarious. Anyway, next time. Goodbye.